For this assessment, I've been required to design and create an aquaponics system for a client using the Creating Design Solutions template. My client is John Smith. He lives in an apartment in inner city suburbs of Melbourne. He wants an aquaponics system as he has little access to an area where he can sustainably produce herbs and vegetables from his home due to living in an apartment, and believes that the system would allow him to do this. The system will need to be placed in a balcony that is 3 meters by 1.5 meters, as it can't be placed inside. The system must contain cold water fish due to the weather. Wants it to use minimal materials and would like it to be easy to understand and to clean. These are the materials I found that would be best for the system in order to use minimal upcycled materials, including recycling water tanks, tubing, and PVC pipes. The type of fish for this that would be best would be goldfish, as they're easy to take care of, good for beginners, and they're cold water fish. In order to meet the client's needs, I generated several ideas. For the layout, I designed different layouts in order to best fit the balcony area. I found that centering it against the wall leaves space on either side and takes up minimal space on the balcony. I had to look at the media versus a RAR system, so I decided 2 of these. In the end, I decided to go with the media system as it used less materials, took up less space, and was easier to maintain and to understand. These are the 2 ideas I had for a media system. I decided to go with this one as it used less materials and was easier to understand. After coming up with my final designs, I worked through my risk assessment and producing the actual product. I've chosen to use a raised garden bed from Amazon, and from Gumtree, I was able to find a used 50-60 litre tank, a plant bed made from recycled plastic containers, a bucket for the canister filter, a fish tank pump, 1 metre of PVC tubing, 2 meters of tubing for the pump, and as well as a bale siphon, all of which cost around $200 to $300. In order to assemble my system, these are the tools that will be required to assemble the table, cut out holes for the bale siphon, and drain in the plant bed, and to make sure that I would be safe. This is the risk assessment. I found that slipping on a puddle would be high risk due to all the water. The best way to mitigate this would be to laying slip mats down and to dry up with the towel as I work, tripping on a cluttered and confined spacing. In order to prevent this, just planning out and not leaving tools and items lying around the balcony. Cutting myself would be a high risk as well. In order to do this, use tools properly and to wear protective equipment. Finally, there's a risk of plants and items falling off either the table or the balcony. I want to do this, don't leave things just resting on the side or the edge to just stop this from actually happening. This is the final product I made. It is a 1 to 10 scale of the actual item. So 1 centimeter equals 10 centimeters in real life on this. This is the side view with all the items labeled from the top, from the side. This is the top view with the measurements. Here's the side view. As you can see, this fits in very well, nice, and there's the bottom view with the bale siphon drain and from the plant bed. So I feel that my item that I created did meet the success criteria. It fits neatly and safely into John's balcony. It's simple and easy to understand and to clean the system. It is safe to use. It uses minimal materials and creates minimal waste. It allows John to sustainably garden vegetables and herbs from his home. Some changes I would do, probably use more upcycled materials, as this will cut down on costs. I would find a way to implement layers in order to make it so that you could garden more vegetables and herbs, and spend less time looking at materials, as I know what I can and can't do now, and what the whole process of this would have taken probably a week, and I could probably cut down a couple of days. The system itself created minimal waste. There was in construction, there was some packaging left over as well as offcuts from construction, and the system creates waste from fish droppings that will need to be cleaned out regularly.